All right, welcome back to another market markup session. It is currently 3 p.m., meaning 9 a.m. in the morning in New York at the stock market, and we are going to start on the 4-hour here. All right, so we took out this low, we took out these lows here. So to the downside, I don't really see too much anymore. Let's quickly check the weekly here because we still have these gaps. Parent, boom, that's gonna be daily busy. And on the daily, so that was the weekly. Now the daily, we got this one here, which we're also gonna mark up, and I'm gonna mark up this gap right here, which is an N walk, just like that. Okay, so we got these. We could also mark up this one, but this will not play a role here today. But we cannot forget about this gap here, which is gonna be daily SIBI, and also this gap in here as an walk as well. All right, so then the 4-hour. I will not mark up anything in here because we already came back up. So we have, let's see, 70, that's lower, that's higher, so there's a gap between there. We have to mark these up red. So that's our 4-hour SIBI here. Technically, because there is a little gap, we also have to mark up this one, 55, 50, 75. So there's also a gap, so we have to incorporate that because technically this gap is still, working for another hour. So we are currently also respecting the lower one. That's why I'm also marking up that one. Obviously 4 hours bearish here. We have that huge drop. We have the SIBIs, but on a weekly and daily basis, we have support. So that's not a good condition here just yet. Also, this is the 4-hour trend liquidity, 4-hour trend LQ. So if the 4-hour trend would continue, this would be the next level to be taken out as the trend continues down. That's why it's called trend liquidity. All right, 60 minute. Here as well, we had that huge distribution lower. Obviously, there are no gaps in here which are of interest. Maybe this one, 50, 75, so there's a gap here. Let's just mark up this one, but I don't think it's gonna be too important today. Well, maybe if we go further up, the CE might be interesting. Hourly SIBI here. All right, so we recently, kind of went sideways, now broke up to the upside. There is no gaps in here, and I don't think we're gonna go all the way down here, but let me just mark that up regardless. Hourly busy. Okay, so that's it on the hourly. We do have very clean lows down here. That's very nice. So that's on our relative equal lows, and that's it. All right, 15 minutes. We see these lows. These are pretty clean. We basically went sideways and then now are going higher up, but we still respect these 4-hour SIBIs. But on the daily and weekly, we have support. We have sell side, but also this gap up here to be filled. So it's very conflicting biases here, which I really don't like. And it's Monday without any news, and we generally don't have any news this week in terms of red folder news. If you check out the Forex Factory financial news, we don't have any news, and no news Monday. Mondays are always not nice to trade in my opinion, so I might just not trade at all today. And with these conflicting confluences, right, as I said, daily, weekly support, 4-hour, hourly resistance, sell side liquidity, this might be a very difficult market to trade. So be careful today. If you are, or if you want to trade, be very careful. Size down, really risk off, and yeah. If I trade, I'll let you know. If I do not trade, I will probably do a market review, but I'm not sure if I can do that today. So I'll see you in the next one, and peace.